Hello from OLS. This is Wonders 1, Unit 2, Week 2. Today, we will talk about buildings all around. What buildings do you know? What are they made of? These are buildings. Do you see buildings outside your window? Buildings. There are tall buildings and short buildings and houses. Houses are buildings. All right, let's look on page 29. Our town. Let's talk about it. What kinds of buildings are in this city? Let's see. Again, I see tall buildings. I see pointy buildings. Pointy. I see short buildings and houses. Houses are buildings too. Let's learn new words. First word, could. Next word, live. And one. One. Next page, 31. Then. And last word, three. Three. 1, 2, 3. 3. Let's see the words a little closer. First word, could. C-O-U-L-D. Could. We could play at your house. Could. Next word, live. L-I-V-E. Live. I live in the big building. Live. One. O-N-E. One. The number 1. Do you want 1 too? Do you want 1 too? Question. 1. Then. T-H-E-N. Then. We hold hands and then we dance. Then. And the number 3. 1, 2, 3, go! Exclamation. There's the 3. Okay. Back to the textbook. And back up to page 30. We are going to read the sentences. All right. First word, could. They could build a house with logs. This is a house with logs. It is made of logs. Next word, live. Do you live in a tall building? That's a question. Do you live in a tall building? Here are the tall buildings. And 1. This hut has 1 room. Only 1 room. Then we open the door and then we go out. Then. First we do something, then we do another thing. That's how you use then. And finally, last word, 3. 3 people can fit in a tent. 1, 2, 3. 3 people in a tent. Your turn. Say the sentence for each word. We just did. Now, make up another sentence. Okay? You can make a new sentence for every new word. Let's go to page 32 and learn a new sound. Today's new sound is short U. The sound is like the word hut. Up, us, bus, cup, and duck. They all have a short U sound. Let's say these new words. First word, up. Bus, bug, tub, fun, cup, drum, tucked, tucked, butt, duck, mud, and stuff, stuff. All right, let's say some sentences with the short U sound. First sentence. Buzz the bug can live in mud. Next sentence. But can Buzz run and have fun? That's a question. Your turn. Look for these words, all these words, with short U sound in our story. Our story today is Cubs in a Hut. Let's read the words first. Cubs. Here's a boy's name, Russ, a boy's name. Rugs, bugs, hut, fun, stuff, rug. Oh, a boy's name again, Gus. That's a boy's name. Oh, another boy's name, Bud. Us, mud, up, and snug, snug. Okay, let's read our story. Today's story is a fantasy. Fantasy. What is a fantasy? A fantasy is a made-up story. Again, not true. It's for fun. Fun. Okay? It cannot be true. A fantasy cannot be true. It's just for fun. Alright? Cubs in a hut. Read about how 3 cubs build a hut. The question is, what buildings do you know? What do you know? And what are they made of? What are the buildings made of? Here is one cub. He's holding wood. Wood. Where is the cub? I see trees. Let's find out. Page 35. Title: Cubs in a Hut. Alright, there are 2 cubs and I think a house. Page 36. Let's make a hut, said Gus. We could, new word, use mud, said Russ. It will be fun, said Bud. Here are the cubs. This is Russ with the R on his shirt and Gus with the G. Let's look at all the words with short U sound. Hut, Gus, mud, Russ, fun, and bud. All these words have a sound. Next page, 37. What is this cub doing? This cub is Bud. See the B on his shirt? Here is a picture of a house on a tree. He is holding sticks. These are sticks. The cubs had a plan. Bud got a big stack of sticks. Here he has in his arm a big stack of sticks. That is many sticks. Many. A stack of sticks. Russ and Gus got mud and grass. Next page. The cubs did a very good job. Let's move in, yelled Russ. Yes, yes, yelled Bud and Gus. They made a beautiful house. Next page. Here they are inside the house. They are fixing inside the house. They have pictures and blankets and their bed and a shelf. The cubs set up rugs and beds. So this red thing is a rug. Rug. They filled up the hut with lots of stuff. What stuff? They have a ball, and again a picture, a bed, a rug, and a shelf. Oh, now they have more stuff. A mobile, a vase, some books, a car. I see a paintbrush. Lots of stuff. Oh, and a boat. All right, then one, all new words, night, three, another new word, cubs got up. Then one night, 3 cubs got up. Drip, drip, drip. My bed is wet, yelled Bud. Drip, drip. There's water dripping. Water. Water. Oh, a lot of water. My head is wet, yelled Gus. It's not fun to live in a wet hut, yelled Russ. Page 42. Where are they? They are outside on the house, on the roof. We must fix it, said Bud. It will not drip on us, said Gus. We will not get wet, said Russ. Next page. Here are 3 cubs in their bed. It is good to live in a dry hut. 3 cubs are as snug as bugs in a rug. Wow. Now the cubs are happy. They are sleeping. And that's the end of the story. Let's look at our details of the story. Remember, one cub was holding a stack of sticks. There are many sticks in a pile. Okay? A stack of sticks are many sticks. They were sleeping soundly. That's very quiet. The characters in the story are 3 cubs. Their names are Bud, Gus, and Russ. The setting is in the forest and in a hut, the hut. The event, what happened, it was raining in the hut. They decided to build a hut. They got wet. Remember? Drip, drip, drip. There was water coming down in the hut. They fixed the hut. Okay, back to the textbook. And let's learn our grammar. So again, the character, setting, and events. Every story has characters, setting, and events. A character is a person, an animal, or an animal in a story. And the setting is where the story takes place. The events are what happens in a story. Character, setting, and event. Find text evidence. Use the words and the pictures to find a character, setting, and event in the story. Okay, who are the characters? Bud, Russ, and Gus. What is the setting? Here's a picture. The setting is their hut. And the event was they made a hut. They built a house. They got sticks, they got mud, and they got grass to build their hut. That's the event. The setting first was in the forest. And the characters were Bud, Russ, and Gus. 3 cubs. Okay, your turn. Talk about the characters, setting, and events in Cubs in a Hut. You can talk about it with your mom or dad. All right, let's go to page 46. Again, we will learn about organization. Organization. What happens at the beginning of the story? What happens in the middle of the story? And what happens at the end? So organize your story with beginning, middle, and end. Judd wrote a story with a beginning, middle, and end. Let's read Judd's story. 6 ducks lived in mud huts. The mud huts fell down. They used bricks to fix them. Now the ducks have good huts. Here is a duck. Okay, so what happened in the beginning? Let's see. 6 ducks lived in mud huts. The mud huts fell down. This is the beginning. What happened in the middle? They fixed the huts. They used bricks to fix the huts. What happened at the end of this story? Now the ducks have good huts. Okay? So first, the huts were made of mud. Then they fixed the huts with bricks. And now the huts are good huts. So we have a beginning, a middle, and an end of our story. Your turn. Tell what happens in the beginning, middle, and end of Judd's story. We just did that. But you could try as well. All right, last page, page 47. So let's go to the end. We will talk about plurals. Plurals. What is a plural? A plural is when there's more than one. More than one. At the end of every word, we write an S. Write an S at the end of a word. Here's the word hut. Hut plus S equals huts. Huts. 2 huts. Maybe 3. Maybe 4. More than one. Teacher plus S equals teachers. More than one. A plural means more than one. Most plural words end in S. The noun duck, ducks is plural. See, there's an S. Ducks. 6 ducks lived in mud huts. More than one hut, more than one duck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ducks. Your turn. Find more plurals in Judd's story. Go back to Judd's story and find more plurals. Here is ducks. Here is huts. More than one duck. There are 6 ducks. And many mud huts. Can you find more plurals? Then, this is your homework. Write new sentences with plural words. Can you do that? I think you can. Thank you. This is the end of the lesson. Unit 2, week 2. Have a good day.